Hello friends. We're streaming early. I know I said I was going to start at noon, but there's just so much going on today and I thought I just got to get some things done. So I'm starting the stream a little early, and so if you join me, how lovely. And if you catch up with me at noon, that is also lovely. And I also didn't post it online, so I'm assuming that no one will actually watch that. But that is fine. So because I'm streaming for my own edification. So welcome to Friday. It's a beautiful day here in Ohio. And yeah, so if you're just joining me, I'm starting a little early. I'm ready to, I got everything going and I'm like, I just want to get started. So here we are, and we're going to stream some enamel jewelry today. What, you may ask, are we going to work on? Well, hello, walking stick. I know, I was like, trust me, if I didn't start streaming right this second, I was going to call it. Because Friday is like, oh, do I really want to stream? I could just, maybe we could go for a walk instead. But no, we are here streaming. Also, if you hear any banging and stuff, we're getting our bathroom remodeled upstairs. Really great. We're in week 3 of this. It's just one little bathroom. It is not that fancy, but it's, for some reason, we're on week 3 of this. So it's supposed to be finished up today. So if he finishes up and, I don't know, wants some money or something, I'll probably have to end the stream early. But I don't know. I just popped in on them, and I don't think he's going anywhere near that. So let's just get started. And what are we working on? You may ask. Let's go to the workbench and find out. God, I love these rubies. Check out these rubies. Really pretty. And, are they rubies or are they garnets? That's something that I need to go check. Either way, I think they're very pretty. And what I have on the workbench is I've got a bunch of these stones. I don't know if you saw the thing from last week, but I've got the base ready to go. There's no enamel at all on the front, but I do have the counter enamel and the bail ready to go. And I've got the wires. There's not that much wires on these things because they're pretty basic, but this one is going to, I'll have to obviously string these. So it'll be a beautiful little Tudor rose, and I'll be using this strand of either rubies or garnets. I'll have to go check my notes because I guess that will probably make a difference in the price of the thing. And I've got these little earrings. So that, and this will have a ruby in the center. Hold on. Oh, where's my ruby? I've got a little gold thing. We've got the ruby right there. Let me not lose it because I don't have an extra if I lose it. But you can see the ruby will get set. Obviously, it'll be in the center there. I'm not going to try to mess with it. So we've got that. And then we've got these 2 tiny rubies. I should zoom in a little bit. There we are. Look at how tiny these rubies are. I'm going to, so this will be tube set in the center after I've done all the enameling. No problem. And then these 2 little earrings, I've got these smaller rubies. How come I needed like a little pair of tweezers with, they will get set right in the center like that. I'm going to just do a flush setting with that, which I have done in the past. I haven't done recently. I'll practice with some kind of chunky stones first. Well, hello, Isaac Cambron says, hi, Sandra and y'all. Oh, my sound has an echo. Hold on, I know why. Thank you. Is that better? It's because I had to re-hook up my camera, and the camera and the Rode microphone don't play well. But thanks for pointing me out. Let me double check when I go to my selfie cam. No, because it would just be, the kiln cam is good. Sorry, I'm just checking. The microscope cam is good. workbench, selfie. Yeah, everything else should be good. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me. But it's just, you know, when like life just gets in the way. So I'm super excited about these, and what's going to happen first, we're going to kind of tag team these. I need to sift some clear enamel on, and then I also have tiny pieces of foil to get in all these little areas. We're going to get that down, and then another coat, and then maybe we're going to get I've got a combination of 24 karat gold for wires and a little bit of fine silver wires for this. So simple, but you know, sometimes the simple things, they need to be just a spot on. So we're going to take our time with that. And in between, let me put these, did I already lose? No, there's one. All right, we've got our tiny baby, and these are rubies. So we've got that we're going to work on. And then we have this 2 pairs of these earrings, and these are also going to have these stones. I've got one set with a peridot, which will be, let's see if I can get them. I've got so one set with a peridot and one set with this little blue topaz, which I think is just a fancy way of saying blue something. So we've got those, and I've made these before. So here are where there's that one, and I think the other one I've switched to, I'm going to do slightly different colors because I'm going to do the peridot instead of the orange, but maybe it doesn't matter. I'm not setting these stones until the end. So if I change my mind, I think I do have those stones. So these can all hang out. Oh, and the kiln is up to temperature. Perfect. We're just hitting the ground running. So those are waiting to the end. Let me put them over here so I don't lose them. So that's kind of the plan. And with these guys, before we do any enamel on here, see there's no enamel, but we've got the counter enamel on, I'm going to do a P3 undercoat paint. I don't know if you can see it in the photo. You can see a little bit of undercoat painting there. And I haven't actually done any wires for this because they're very simple, and I'll do the wires to match whatever painting I do. So, which looks like stripes. I think both of them are about the same. You can see the painting a little clearer on this one. So that seems like a lot of work all of a sudden. So that is over there, and let us get, we're going to move you guys out of the way. So say goodbye to these guys for now. We're definitely not ready for putting these on. So you guys can go over in the staging area, and we're ready to put one. We're going to sift a coat on here, and I'm going to zoom out just, ooh, wrong way, zoom out, there we go. And I need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 trivets. I wonder if that would be okay. Let's see how these trivets are. I like to kind of think about what's happening here. Will that work? That should be just fine. And then I'll sift on this one. Sorry, I have an X because when I go to... Hi from Australia. Your picture quality decreased when you fixed the voice echo. No idea why that would be. I bet if you play it later on, it might fix itself. I'm plugged in to the, I'm hooked up to the internet, so no idea why that would be. So maybe it just had to recalibrate or something. You get what you get, especially since there is no high speed. Well, there's no what's that cable that runs? There's no fancy cable. We have the best internet that money can buy. The Q of the IH is fine for me. Good, 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 because I'm just going to move on. So I have, let me turn, well, I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to mix up some clear fire. Oh, and remind me to show you. Remember, I don't know if you saw the tour of my studio when I first moved in here. I had a wine closet, a wine room, as it were. Remind me to show you the sad state of that wine room. It's a wine room no more. Honestly, I wasn't sad to see it go, but when we get a moment, I'll walk you over and show you the situation with the wine room. So again, I'm going to use, I kind of gently pull this out of the way. I've got the, I spent a lot of time. There we go. You know what? Even better. So I'm gonna get some clear fire going right there. Oh, the kiln is on and ready to go. I'm just, at this point, I am the bottleneck, not the kiln. So we'll put that right there. Touch of dish soap, because there we go. Oh, oh, there we go. And I don't need that. And I do want a nice, clean brush. And I'm going to switch my glasses. There we go. And again, I'm using my favorite Sawyer number 3. There we go. And there's a lot of tiny little, probably want to, I bet honestly, maybe a smaller brush. Let's get a smaller brush. There we go. I think that sounds good. And got X marks the spot. And this is, I didn't do a color drawing of this, but you can it's going to be a Tudor rose, so it's going to be a vivid ruby red, some really pretty white, kind of a milky white, and then just a little touch of green around the edge. And a little dupe, 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 and dupe. There we go. I just want enough. I'm going to get a touch. There we go. I'm going to hold it because I don't want to. There we go. All right, we're going to put that on our trivet to dry. I've got my heat lamp right here. There we go. And then we're going to get these little guys. Look at all these nibbles. Oops, actually. I should just dip this whole thing in. Honestly, I don't need to honestly worry about these because I'm not putting wires. I'm not putting foils there. I'm not putting foils there. It's so tiny. Or am I putting foils? I don't know. Maybe. There we go. Got a nice sifting there. You can go right over there. And then one more. So many little, I feel like I did have a tiny nibble of them. There we go. All right, so we're gonna let these dry for a moment because we don't want to put them in wet. And I'm gonna get something to raise that up a little bit. Where is my, where did you go? Hold on, I'm looking. I've done too much organization lately. That, where's my tiny plastic box? Fine. I'll just put you, we'll just do this. There we go. Perfect. All right, well that is drying and we're just gonna sit for a moment. But while that is happening, I could show you where we're at with our, I'm gonna actually turn on the Vimeo link. Oop. There's the Vimeo if you're interested. I just uploaded, hold on, I should probably put it here so you can see. This is a tutorial I'm doing on my Vimeo channel if you're interested in learning how to make this. This, in the last, we've got 5, it's a 6-part tutorial because there is a lot going on with this bracelet. And you can see I just uploaded on the 1st of the month, the 5th of 6th, so the second to the last episode where I have all the color on the bracelet. I'm calling it the daffodil bracelet because it's very spring colors. And in the final episode, which will drop on the 15th of this month, we're going to do all the grinding and polishing and finish this up. I would show you the other bracelet that's finished, but it's actually in this box right now, and this box is busy. This box has a task to do. So if you're at all interested in making a kind of complicated, not gonna lie, not a beginning level project, but why not? Why not? Check out my Vimeo link. So that will be good. And if that's too much for you, I don't mean to, we're still drawing, so I got time to blab. If that's too much for you, the next Vimeo tutorial is going to be a similar thing. Actually, that's not it. Here it is. I know that this hasn't been, you can see they've been cast. We're going to do a 2-sided little pendant. Look at this. I love this is fine silver cast. I love that kind of sparkle that's, we're not gonna use that sparkle, but I still like to look at it. So the next tutorial we're gonna do is a 2-sided pendant, and you will have the opportunity to purchase a ready-made blank like this. I got a bunch made, or I will have the 3D model. You could get that and cast it yourself if you were so inclined. So that will be the next coming up. So if you're thinking, Sandra, I don't have it in me to make a giant bracelet, no worries, no worries. So I bet we're ready to fire. Let me go ahead and put these in the kiln, and let me go to the kiln cam. Let's see, is the kiln cam on? Yes, I see myself, so that is good. I've got the kiln set to 14. Oh, I've got the kiln set to 1430 Fahrenheit, which is 776 Celsius for 98% of you. And we'll just put this in there. There we go. And about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. And I do want to get my cooling rack. I was pull this back. I want to have something to put it on when I pull it to cool it off. There we go. So that is in the kiln, and I'll go to the workbench. No, I'll go to the selfie cam because we can see the kiln back here. We can keep our eye on it. And again, I'm not good at multitasking, so we're just gonna have to wait until it is done. And There we go. Again. So yes, in the kiln, and this is honestly the Silver Sawyer number 3 flux. Love this stuff, and it's a little hard, which is good. That's what you want on your base coat. But I tend to I try to fire it a nice amount, if you know what I mean. I mean, you don't know what I mean, but I'm not going to underfire. I don't want to underfire this. I want to get this a good coat, but it's very light coat, because remember, we don't have much depth, so you don't want to fill it up with other stuff. We're at 1356, so I guess we'll pop back over. I don't feel like it. So, well, hello, somebody whose name I can't read because it's in blue. Gray Submarine. Hello. I don't have my glasses on. Welcome to the old person channel of Twitch. All right, you know what? I bet 1405. Let's do it. You know what? I'm even going to just leave it on this. Let me pull my pants down. Alrighty. Dun dun dun. 1418. It is almost ready. It'll click. 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 You little bastard. Fine. There you are. Thank you. Alrighty. You are out of the kiln, which is lovely. We're going to let them cool. They probably need a minute to cool. Yeah, I don't really have anything else exciting to do, but the next step, I'm going to move the... What do we gain with the flux base coat? You know what? As I answer that, that is a very good question. And if you subscribe to my Vimeo channel, no, I'm going to answer it. Anytime, so cloisonné enamel is just 2 things. I mean, these pieces, chambre levé. It's silver, it's metal bits, silver, gold, and glass bits. And anytime, and they're all holding each other in place. So I want to put my wires down, which are over here. Got my wires ready to go. You can see they're on this piece of tape. But they need something to hold them in place. So I put a layer of glass down. So a layer of glass between any metal element. So we've got the metal base, the melted glass, the wires, glass, and we're good. Actually, we're going to do foils too. So we're going to do flux, foil, flux, wires. It's not glue. I mean, it's not. I mean, it is, in a sense, holding it all together. The glue of the universe, as it were. I'm going to go... I'm going to give those another moment to cool. I'm going to switch over to the workbench. Here we are. But again, if you are interested in learning how to do it, go to my Vimeo channel. Or if you just want to support me, subscribe to my Vimeo channel. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way because we're not done with the sifting station just yet. I just don't need it right now because what I do need are... Now, don't breathe too heavy because I spent too long cutting these tiny pieces of... Hold on, where are they? Here they are. I have the foil, little tiny nibbles of foil cut out. You can see they're ready to go. I've got a combination of 24 karat gold foil and fine silver foil. So we're going to inlay that next as soon as the pieces are cool. That's for chambre levé. Chambre levé, I do both. I mean, pretty much everything I do is both chambre levé and cloisonné. Chambre levé is the inlaid... Oh, here's a piece right here. Actually, I should show you here. So this is a piece that's... I don't have any of the wires inlaid yet. But you can see how I've got the areas that I'm going to inlay the glass because this is Champ Levé. And if I didn't add any wires whatsoever, it would just be Champ Levé. But I haven't done the wires yet for this. It's going to be a little mouse. I'll inlay the wires as well, and then the wires make it cloisonné. Wires are cloisonné, inlaid into the base is Champ Levé. And so this will end up being both cloisonné and Champ Levé. Let me go see if our pieces are cool. And they're real tiny. Give it to me. Cool enough. Cool enough. So we've got that. Ooh, still a little warm, but that's okay. It's all right. And that. And I think that's fine. I'll put you right there. And what I'm going to do, I actually need to use my microscope for the next situation. Sorry, I saw a piece. I don't want to forget that. We'll start with the easy thing, which is this. So I'm going to pull this. Oh, that's okay. We've got that. Let us do let me turn on my microscope. There we go. Ha-ha, huzzah. We've got a close-up. You can see the melted glass it's kind of bumpy, but that's just because I didn't put a lot of glass, because you know we don't have that much depth here. And I'm going to put a whole piece of foil in here. And I am going to get something to kind of hold it. I'm going to use I wonder if I have a black one. Hold on, let me grab one of these. I'm going to use this just to kind of hold it straight. There we go. There we go. Just so it's not. And I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll start with the silver. And I'm going to zoom in. There we go. Just so you can see. I'm going to carefully, don't breathe. Here we've got, look at how pretty these are. All right, oh, they're all messed up. And I've got a little bit of, now this is glue. This is just, it's an acrylic based medium, but this will burn off in the kiln. It's just a temporary glue. So, let me make sure. And I'm just going to grab a piece of foil and just get you there we go. And this is a textured fine silver foil. And you're like, why? So many reasons. Oh. There we go. I'm going to try to avoid getting my fingerprints all over it. That should be good. I think honestly. And you're like, how did you get these so perfectly fit in these spaces? It took a while. A very fine X-Acto blade. And foils are optional. They're not totally necessary. There we go. Oh, yes. Oop. I am going to use my fingers for that one. There we go. One more. Did I have too much coffee today? Go. Give it to me. There we go. You know, it's only when you try to do this. There we go. Perfect. This particular one. There we go. All right, now these will be gold. And I don't, hopefully they'll fit. Oh, are they too big? Yeah. To be honest, I was going to do all of this before we were going to do the colors because, you know, sometimes, actually, I don't hate that, but I'm going to flip it upside down. Because sometimes these steps are just better done off camera. Here we go. Yes, this glue that I'm using is called Clear Fire, and it is temporary. It's just to glue, to hold things in place and it will burn off in the kiln. Just long enough to get these pieces of foil kind of stuck down. And once that burns away, the foil will just embed itself into the glass. So that's, I'm not sure if this thing is helping. It's really big. There we go. And there we go. Like a horse today. I think this is going to be a one-of-a-kind piece. I don't feel like making it again. This is not my first Tudor rose, but you know what? I bet it's going to be my best to date. I'm going to flip it over because look, we've got a little.
And I'm going to pick up the grout. I'll be back.
Alrighty. Will it be the right color grout? Final day of bathroom remodel. All right, I'm going to just, that'll be good. We'll push it in a second. After we fired it, we'll press that down. Got this one. Oh, yeah, somebody, oh, sorry, I don't have the things on. Somebody says, I use shaped cutter for leather, and I bet it would work well with your foil. It is possible to order some custom for the shape you use the most, or Cricut. Yes, you could absolutely use that kind of a tool. I just honestly cut mine out with an X-Acto, and it's because I tend to do, I don't do the same shape over and over again. But you could absolutely, you could use a paper punch. So yes, that's a great idea. In fact, I was quite literally thinking about, you know, those little they're called they're little kind of three-dimensional gold bits that you see on watch faces. I was actually thinking of making some of those. But then I thought, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I don't really have a spot in my work for that. But maybe, you know, there's always so many fun things you can try. And these, I'm just trying to get it. Yeah, that's good. There we go. So we've got, oh, that's not bad. So we've got, see the gold. And I think I have tiny little squares. And I literally eyeballed these squares for, you absolutely don't need. But I just like the sparkle. Let's see. And if you think this one was a challenge, those earrings are going to be little bitches. There we go. And one more little, did I make one more square? Hold on. There we are. There we go. So we've got, ooh, let me just move that out of the way. You can see we've got our foils, and I'm going to really let this dry for a while because any moisture, poof that, will make it fly off in the kiln. So I'm going to put you just on this trivet, and you can go under that heat lamp. So now we've got the earrings, and let me see right here. I'm not doing wire, I'm not doing foil here because this is going to be a black decorative element. And did I do, yeah, 1, 2, oh, I didn't cut enough of them because I forgot I have, we made these. I only made 5 of these. I forgot that I had a pair of earrings, but we'll get this one done. And you know what, we might have to, I'll show you my method. I don't need this. I'm going to actually pull you, let's bring the piece closer to the thing. There we are. There we go. Oh. Get you in there. You up. And honestly, with earrings this small, probably doesn't matter, but I like it, so it's that little extra. And since they will have the little rubies, they're already not going to be my cheapest pair of earrings for you to buy. So I want you to get your money's worth. And one more right in there. Now, yeah, I didn't make enough. Hooray. There we go, but that's okay. Get you in there. There we go. Sometimes you just kind of got to get it in there and move along. Let me pick it up with this. Are we going to get to the P3 painting today? There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. One more. I keep putting the... Honestly, the earrings might be more expensive than the pendant. Maybe. They take as much time, for sure, or more. All right, that's good. I've got some tiny, tiny little dots over here that I want to put in, maybe. And then we're going to have to do a side quest of cutting 5 pieces of 24 karat gold. My apologies, because if you thought this was dull, I'll get that jammed in there. Oh. All right. I'm just going to press them down. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. You can see, got that. Look at that nice sparkle. Alrighty, so, because I forgot, I only made 5 instead of 10 of these gold. Let me put these on first. Let me just get those glued. Let me put these over here. You can hang out over. So we've got these 2. Let me get, where did I put the other earring? Oh, here we are. Let me just get these petals in. And honestly, I need more tiny squares anyway. I think I lost a few when I was fooling around. Oop. And put a little glue. Two, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. Give my finger. There we go. 4. 5. That's nice. Let's see. We'll put 1. Where did it go? Huh, I've lost it. Well, we need to make more anyway. Oh, wait. 2. 3. All right, so we need 2 tiny silver squares. All right, I need to make the gold. So what I need is, I've got, of course, I put it in my box of templates. I got to put my glasses on. All right, I need to set you over there temporarily. And I know I see it right. Is that it? Hold on. These are the, there we go. Is this the right size? You can see, hold on, I've got, this is the piece of silver that was cut out to make this. So you can see it's a template. Let's see if you can see. See how it fits in there? That's how I'm cutting these pretty exact. So I've got that. That's my cutting template. I'm going to set you over there just to hang out. But yeah, I save those. And what I need is some 24 karat gold and an X-Acto. And I'm going to have to get move this. We've got this. There we go. We don't need that. Let's see, I know. Where did it go? Oh, here we are. So there's the template, and I need 5 pieces of 24 karat gold. I've got gold scrap that I'm going to be using for this endeavor. And yeah, I do have a really nice piece. Let me show you the big piece of gold that I eyeball every day. Look at this gold. Gorgeous, beautiful. We're not cutting into that unless we have to. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to get a fresh blade. Always start with a fresh blade when you're doing this kind of precision work. You go in there. I bought like 100 blades, I think probably 5 years ago, and I am slowly working my way through them. I still think I have about 50 left. They've followed me to, I think, 5 studios now, those blades. Alrighty. Also, this is my favorite X-Acto. I think I got this a long time ago too. Alright, so we've got 24 karat gold. Got our X-Acto. And honestly, the last thing is kind of like to hold it in place using a pokey tool. So let me have a sip of my soda. I thought this part was done. All right, so I'm going to take off my headband too. This is how serious this is. I'm having a bad hair day. All right, so let me get a piece of gold. There we go. Will it fit? I think I can get 2 on it. I do want them to kind of, I know I'm being all, let me get a different one. Yeah, we'll start with that. Will this fit? Yes, it will. Kind of want it. There we go. I know you can't really see it. All right, and I'm going to hold it in place there, so my finger's not in there, so you can see. If I can zoom in even farther. There we go. I gotta make 5 of these. I don't normally start with the hard things. Honestly, there we go. There we go. Obviously, we save all these tiny. 24 karat gold is no joke. There we go. I'm going to set the finished ones on this piece of paper. Don't blow. That's the thing. Your instinct is to be like, and like sweep it off. No, because you will. There we go. So we have. There's one. Perfect. Ooh. You just go hang out over there. These we can get out of the way. All right. This piece looks good. That looks good. Where did I put? Let me get this. Looks good. Make sure you can see it. For the love of craft. I wonder if a Cricut could do this level of detail. There we go. See, that one went a lot faster. So you kind of get in the hang of it. But just remember, every step is part of the process and is just as important as any other step. There we go. Yeah, wouldn't a punch be nice? Punch these out. There we go. There's 2. I swear to God. All right, let's get through 3 more. But this will be a good piece. Can we get 2 out of here? No. All right, good enough. All right, there's 3. Something tells me I will not have anyone watching these streams after the excitement of this particular thing. All right, then we got this. I bet I can get 2 out of here. Yes, definitely I can get 2 out of this piece. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not even going to tell you the expense of this 24 karat gold foil. I buy it from a scientific supply company because I want to get it so I can get it texture. It needs to be thick enough to take a texture, which is not what you can get at like Enamel art supply. You can get gold foil there, but it's too thin. So I buy this from a scientific supply place. It's, and because it's like a scientific supply place, it's 99.999999% pure. Not, I don't know if that's makes a difference, but I like how certain they are of that. All right, we're so close, we're so close. And I hope, again, I know we're on the final day of our bathroom remodel, and it needed to get done. Did it need to get done? I don't know. But we're putting in a shower because we only had bathtubs, and I'm like, my 80-year-old my mother, if she ever stays with us, is not going to be able to clamber into a bathtub, even to use the shower. You know what I'm saying? So we had to tear out the bathtub and put in a shower. And then while you're doing it, you're like, well, we might as well blah, 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 do all the other stupid stuff. But I can tell you right now, oh, and I haven't even shown you the wine closet. Oh, somebody says, the cost of that gold. Oh my God, yes. Is it silver, the comments? No, let me tell you where to buy this. You can buy the silver. In fact, I'll show you. Sorry, was this the last one? Let me cut this, and then I'm going to show you where to buy that silver. Well, I can tell you it's enamelartsupply.com, but I'll show you exactly the right. You can buy the silver, no problem. And it's not that, compared to gold, it's not that expensive. So, like these tiny little dots of gold over here. I probably, I will save every, if I can see it, I'm going to save it as far as the gold goes. But maybe not, I'm not quite as diligent with the silver because it's not quite the same. And silver did good last week. I feel like it went down a week or two, so I bought a bunch of silver. I try not to, time the markets, but I saw that silver was down, and I was like, I do need silver, so I'm going to buy some. Here we go. Alrighty. Yeah, this level of stuff, you don't even get it in my classes. But just remember, like if you've made your own, if you sawed out these pieces to make your base, your chambre levée base, save the middle bits that you saw out because you can use them as templates. So we're done with that. Hold on. Speaking of saving, where did I put the box of? Oh, here it is. So we've got that. Okay, let me just, actually let me get these on the piece and drying, and then we'll talk about the other thing. Where did I put this? All right, hold on. This is this thing we just cut out. Okay. I'm going to do my there we go. There's probably a few more in there that I can get later. So we've got 5 little pieces. That piece can go right there. Okay. There we go. Julie says I use it for kombu in my jewelry making. Yes, yes. I have not actually ever done kombu, but I like watching other people do it on Instagram. And every time, I go down that rabbit hole, I'm like, oh, I should totally do some kombu. And then I'm like, I'm not going to. There's too many things in jewelry making that I want to do. I need to retire so I can do all the crazy things. I've got a list of things. I mean, I've got in my box, I've got some painted enamels I want to break open. I've got some glow-in-the-dark vitreous enamels that I need to fool around with. But who has time? And I've had those glow-in-the-dark ones for like a year and a half now. I haven't even opened the box. Ow, excuse me. There we go. Oh, that one went good. That one went good. I don't know if you can even see this. All right. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Good enough. Oh, crap, I need 2 tiny squares of silver. Let me get my silver box. Yes, tons of silver. Let me just get that. Let me just make 2 tiny squares. I'm not going to futz too much with them. What are the chances of these being the right size? Good enough. Let's get those in there and we'll let those get dry. Where did I put my glue? Oh, hiding. honestly. All right, there and there. Give it to me. Good enough. We'll jam you in the next. There we go. So we've got, our little, look how sparkly those are. They look lovely. All right, let's put those here. We're gonna let those dry for a moment. So we've got our beautiful things. I'm gonna move the glue out of the way because I always end up spilling it. Take our piece of silver. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about the silver. It's right here. Here it is. This is what you want. This is enamelartsupply.com. Oh yeah, let me turn off the microscope. There we are. This is what you want. This is enamelartsupply.com. It's on there. 10 microns thick. And if you're asking, yes, I bought the book of 50 because I do a lot of teaching, and then I like to have it available for my students. But it's really thick. I'm trying not to touch it too much with my fingers, but it's so thick you can kind of manipulate it with scissors. It takes a texture really, really well. So highly recommend it. And they do sell gold at Enamel Art Supply. This is not thick enough to do a texture. This is just when, I don't know why I bought this, but yeah. This is just, this is for when I make my my enamel sample strips. I use this extra thin gold because the other gold is so wildly expensive. But that is it. enamelartsupply.com. And no, I do not get, actually, I get a kickback if you, I don't get a kickback from Enamel Art Supply, but Mary Lee Ray, I always forget, it's so nice. Like, I shared a link. I should share it with you guys, because if you go sign up for one of her classes, and you should, because she's an amazing teacher, amazing, I get a little bloop, a referral bloop, as it were. And because somebody must have signed up, because I got a little bloop in my thing, which was nice. Yeah, thicker is good. Thicker is good. So that is drying. We'll say goodbye to that. And I'm kind of multitasking a little bit. So while that is drying, I'm going to get the next thing happening. What time is it? 12:10. I'm going to remember the next thing on our list that we're going to be doing is this pair of earrings. Well, I've got two pairs. I'm going to do the blue. This is the photo. So remember, we've got that. And I've got the bases art done. And they have been counter enameled. So you can see I've got, and I'll attach the stone after all the enameling. I will use my arc welder and arc weld the stones in place. So you can see there's no enamel, they've been fused, but there is enamel on the back. And so what I need to do is I need to do my decorative element of the painting, and I'm going to be using P3. And I absolutely have like 2 or 3 tutorials about how to use this P3 undercoat paint. So definitely check that out on Vimeo if you are interested. Let me get this out of the way because I keep stabbing myself with it. And what I need for that is I'm going to kind of pull up a little bit. I'm going to keep this so I can see what's going on, but I can't find it on the web. They have like a foils area, metals, foils. If you email me, it's my first name and then my website, I'll send you a link. Or I could type it in the, hold on, Enamel Art Supply. Oh, but I don't know exactly it's under foils. So yeah, I've got a box of stuff. We're going to, this is the P3. This is an underpainting, so there's no glass in here. It's just, I can't remember exactly what it's made of. It comes in two forms. It's an underglaze, so it needs to have glass put over. This is already submerged in an oil medium, and if you want to save money, go to Thompson Enamel and buy it from them in the powder form. You'll have to mix it up with the oil, but it certainly will save you some money. So I've got that. It's very stinky. I've got my squeegee oil, which is the oil that I'm going to be using. And then I also have one of these. And I'm going to definitely, I really truly hate doing this on camera because I always start out sucking at it. But I'm going to get a piece of scrap silver to practice with. So hopefully we can mitigate the total suckitude that's going to happen immediately when I start this. Oh, good, you found it. And I know I should put I find it so distracting to have the people's comments on the screen, but I guess that here, and I've got a piece of silver that I'm going to use. Do I need to use, this is too nice of a piece of silver. Ooh, here's sorry, I don't need to thumb through my silver scrap. Oh, here's an old piece that I made 100 years ago. It's in the scrap folder. Going back to there we go. This is a better piece, testing scrap, because that square I could use for something else. Alrighty, so are we ready to do this? Let me zoom out a little bit. All right, those are drying. Here we are. I've got this. Oh, and I also need some paper towels. I've already got my paper towels ready, and a stuzzicadente. Where are you? Oh, here we are. These are better. Get two of these. There we go. And starting off by cracking this open, and you can see we need to give it a good stir, and we're going to thin it out with some squeegee oil. So I'm going to put one, I bet, let's do two. Two go in there. This oil is very, very fragrant and not necessarily in the best way. I kind of like it. It's a bit old school. But we're going to give this a good mix. What is a finishing flux? That is a good question. A finishing flux, are you thinking of, that's a kind of a French way of saying it. A finishing flux just means clear enamel. So it's nothing fancy, it's just clear enamel. And you can put clear enamel down as your base. We're using a flux for our base. It's not a finishing flux. It is because it's hard. A finishing flux would be a clear enamel that is very soft, which means it has a lower melting temperature. And you would use it to put over your colors at the end of your piece. And there's an entire, I could go on for like 3 hours, my opinion about fluxes. All right, we're not doing this just yet. Okay, whew, I gotta practice. All right, now I'm gonna turn on the microscope so you can see what's happening. I'm gonna turn off Vimeo, but do subscribe. There we go. Goodbye, Vimeo. Hello, microscope. Oh, it's focused on the P3. There we go. So, we'll see if this is a good one. This is just a random, let's see if you can, oh, hold on, you can see a very fine. I wonder if I cleaned it properly the last time I used it. I'm just practicing. I'm going to practice before. I want to make sure that everything is the right consistency. I feel like it's a little, and yes, I always write my name. There's no rushing. Ah, it feels a little thin. Let me give it a little bit more of a stir. It's close. Half the battle with this stuff is getting the right consistency. There we go. I know. Oh, I should. See if that feels better. Oh, that does feel a little better. All right. Okay, good enough. You know what? Can fool around all day long. This one and this one. So I'm going to look at my picture because I want to kind of think about what I'm doing here. All right, I think that's good. I'm going to do texture. I'll do the texture after. Right, so I'm going to, just going to kind of draw this line. It's hard because we've got the inset. Gotta watch. Got that. I'm going to, this is like if you thought this was a slow process, it's like two of the slow things that I'm doing today. And that's good. I'm just kind of doing that. So I've got, and then I'm going to do stripes, kind of a thick line and some thin lines. It's all right that it looks, you don't want it to look like it wasn't handmade. I'm going to thicken this line up just a little bit. There we go. You could also use a brush, obviously. good. Am I doing? No, that's going to be a piece of texture. Yeah, this is going to be texture, so I'm not going to do anything there, but I am going to do a little bit on his little feet. His little feet. Alrighty, this stuff. Let's see if I can get you in there without... Just little tiny dots. All right. I know. Less is more. Less is more. Okay. Do I want to do... I think I'm going to do a piece of foil there just for the extra sparkle. So that is good. That, I know, it seems so simple. So we've got our little guy. So I'm going to do that again. Trying to match. Let me clean, take a moment. Where are we? There we go. All right. This stuff gets everywhere. Everywhere. So, all right, we got one more. And then we'll fire. So, like, it's just a day of doing. These aren't the easy pieces. These are all of these pieces, you know, because I made a bunch of bases, you know, maybe like 15 pairs of earrings and a couple pendants. And of course, the first thing I do is I pick out the things that look easy, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get all of these real simple pendants. And these are the ones that are left at the, you know, because they have an extra layer of something, either a gemstone, some P3 painting, you know, or both, or just really something that makes them, that's going to slow me down. So they kind of get set to the back of the pile. But I don't like, I like to, it's like clearing my inbox. Clearing my inbox. Let me see what I did there. Yes. These are the kind of earrings in my Etsy store that I don't like to make them go live until they're actually done, because there's so many opportunities for, you know, not success. So I am not going to turn this on until it's done. You know it's good. There we go. This one's going a lot faster. It always kind of warm up a little bit. There we go. Oh, I send that, then this doesn't connect. That's okay. Just a few little. That's good. All right, we're gonna pause because we're gonna put, I'm very mellow right now. This, I think it's also, I get a little high from the squeegee oil, and I don't even have it open, like just that tiny amount. It is potent. So I'm just gonna, I'll clean this up a little bit. We still have to do that other one. We're gonna let this dry. Here we go. But I think it's a good time to fire. They've been sitting around long enough. So let's go to the selfie cam. Selfie cam? Oh, no. Let's do the kiln cam. Let's see, is it frozen? No. So I have to put my arm in it to make sure it's not frozen. And we're going to carefully put these in. That's good. There we go. Oops. 2 minutes. Again, I've got the kiln. Why is it at 1200? Whatever. I held it open too long and it's freezing in here. So let's go to the workbench. No, I guess we'll do the selfie cam. And yeah, so because remember that base coat, the Sawyer flux is a little bit harder than normal, so it has a higher melting. Harder means higher melting temperature. And I'm gonna put my headband back on. Hold on, it's very important. Oh, there we go. Makes a world of difference. Having a bad hair day. So 1430 Fahrenheit, 776. Again, it's kind of a hard flux, and I want to be sure to leave it in long enough for that foil to really melt into, because if you pull it out too soon, it's not stuck down. Trust me. But these are pretty small pieces, so I'm going to close this while we're doing that. And I'm really not good at multitasking, so I'm just going to kind of sit here and yeah, we'll just think about what's happening in the kiln. We're at 1360, so we're going to let it come back all the way up to 1430 and then give it another 15 seconds after that. So 2 minutes if you had to say what is what. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? And excellent. So yeah, honestly, turn off the Vimeo. You can subscribe. You know what that is. You can also go to my website, sandramcEwen.com, and go to the videos. You can see all. If you're already subscribed to Vimeo, you can watch the videos on my website. But you have to just be logged in on Vimeo, then they should load. See, we clicked. So we're at 1430, and that's probably enough. Switch over to the kiln cam. Maybe a little extra. We'll let that cool. We'll just, not much to see. Let's see if we can come down. Oh yes. So we're going to let that cool. And while that's cooling, we'll get the next P3 situation happening. So these are done. I'm going to remember. Looks good. So I'm going to set those over here so I don't put my elbow on them. All right, nothing's in the kiln. Excellent. And then I've got these two. Are they the same kind of? Yeah, they're the same. All right, yes. So we're going to do that again, basically. So that is good. And I can't think. Headband. Whatever. Let's see what, right. Using this P3 is a test of patience. There we go. Got that. Yeah?
Hey, I got a question and
Oh.
a favor.
All right, hold
You
on.
have a 1-cup measuring cup?
Yes. Go into the kitchen cabinet.
Which one?
Oh, do you want? Oh, actually, the first drawer to the right of the first drawer to the right of the refrigerator will have like measuring cups and stuff, and then the cupboard over it will have glass measuring cups.
That's fine.
Is that going to work? And if you look above, there's a glass measuring cup.
I found it. Yeah, I just got to measure water out from the ground, that's all.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Great. I am ready to have my house back. You know, my husband and I are literally, I didn't think we would be I am so into never talking to anybody except my cat and my husband. And you guys don't count but I just don't think I could have roommates. Honestly, when someone's been here too long, this is we're in the third week of this bathroom remodel. Someone's been too long if your cat gets used to them. Like, he's like, where's our new roommate, Patrick? Our cat thinks he's our new roommate who just doesn't spend the night. He comes every day. Makes a mess. And now everyone knows where we keep the measuring cups. And yeah. There we go. Nothing's in the kiln. Thank you. Oh yeah, and we're getting, this is totally unrelated while I'm fooling around. On Monday, we're getting the eclipse. And we are in the path of totality, so it's going to be, I guess, very dark. And we're going to be able to watch it from our backyard, which is good, because I don't think I'd want to drive during an eclipse, knowing how badly everyone drives around here anyway. So that is, I suppose, very exciting. There we go. Filling these in. Oops, sorry, you can't see. Is anyone even still watching? Oh, yeah, got 8 people. Hello, 8 people. I had a thought of, I wonder if I could literally stream, maybe I'm making it too precious. Like, what if I just streamed literally all the time? I guess there are people that just stream all the time. Alrighty, and then there's a little bit of reticulation here from when I fused it. These shapes are kind of strange. There we go, one more tiny little bit. All right. I wonder how long it's going to take to grout. All right, there we go. I know, so simple. All right, one more, and then we'll be done. You know what we're gonna do after this? We're gonna fire them and then put some flux over them. This would, I guess, would be, well, this isn't a metal. There's no metal or glass in this P3. So I guess technically. This is the one exception to glass in between elements. All right. Go thick. There we go. Last little crosshatch. Oops, that's all right. There we go. All right. That one is done. Boy, that. So we've got 4 little guys. Hold on, let me put this on so it doesn't end up. Honestly, I feel pretty good. I don't have it on my elbow. Usually this stuff ends up strangely in the weirdest places. So we're done with the P3. I'm gonna thank my toothpicks. There we go. And I'm going to take one moment and clean my brush. I'll clean it better when I'm totally done. How are we doing with time? There we go. Get this. There we go. That'll be good for now. I'll give it a good thorough cleaning in a moment. Let's put that back in the scrap thing. There we go. So we've got let me get a trivet and then let's see, let's turn off the microscope. We don't need that. All right, so we're going to let these dry for a moment. It's like a little army. I wish I was making 100 of these. They're so cute. All right, we've got our little beetles, and we're going to let this dry. I'm going to put you under that heat lamp. And now let's go get, remember, our Tudor roses. Here we are here. We're going to see what's going on with this. And I'm going to use my finger and tamp them down a little bit. Start with my finger. And then, where did I put that extra toothpick? That was a good tool. Oh, here it is. I am going to look at it under the microscope just to take a moment to tamp things down. No sense in rushing. Okay, tamp you guys down. Oh, that one's not stuck down. I might want to stick it back in for just a little bit longer. I'm going to stick it back in because these, I don't want them to curl up. See how they're not down? It's fine. So you're going to go back in, but that's fine because we got to fire our friends, the beetles. So let's just see what these are. These look fine. These little ones look fine. I don't know if you can see. I can you see? Oh, actually. Tap, 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 tap. All right, yeah, so we will, these can get their little coat on. There we go, that one's fine. So this one's going back in. And this one, these look fine. Maybe you want to go back in. That's good. All right, you know what? You're going to go back in. It's fine. There we go. You know what? I'm going to put them all back in for one more go around. I've tamped down the foil a little bit. and I'm going to put it in, just give it one more little go ahead. But that's fine because guess who else is going to go into the kiln? These guys. So I can do them at the same time. Because this P3, I'm going to, basically I want to fire off the squeegee oil. And I could let it sit overnight, honestly, but I still like to fire it just to make sure it's completely burned away. So we're going to put these in, and then these, and then we'll put clear flux over both of them. So I'm just going to come over here. I guess we can, let's just, there we go, we got a different viewpoint, as it were. Let's go back to the kiln cam. There we are. So you can see we're going to fire both of them at the same time. That will be perfect. Beautiful. So we'll let that go for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And let me get my glasses. We'll go to the selfie cam because we can see the kiln. We can see the kiln, but we're not. It's not a great idea to stare into the kiln. That's why it's good to kind of keep your eye on it from a distance, unless you want to wear your kiln goggles, which I do not. So I've got enough on my plate with all of these different reading glasses. So that is good. Yeah, so maybe we'll finish up. It's about 1. It's been 2 hours. I could show. Oh, you want to see the? No, you don't want to see the wine closet. We had to tear out the wine closet, basically. Remember the wine closet when I first moved in here? It was beautiful. I had this like all these cups. We don't even drink that much wine, but all these cubbies for wine. It was beautifully. It looked lovely. Looked lovely, but. We're getting the bathroom done. He goes and the water shut off is in there. And he goes and he turns it off. And you know, like, you don't touch something for years and years and then you crank something and then all of a sudden there's water dripping everywhere. It was our main water line. I'm keeping my eye on it. So anyway, I came down the studio to do some vacuuming at 9 p.m., whatever I was doing, and I saw water had percolated up through the wood floor. And I'm like, what is this? It was this, the water was coming from the main line under the closet and kind of seeping up. It's fine. So we had to replace our main nozzle for the water, but to get to the water main, to replace it, we had to tear out the wine closet, which ended up having been, it wasn't salvageable because the guy who made it, who was the previous homeowner, and not trashing on him, but it was pretty much made out of like liquid nails. It was just, glued in. So I did salvage the really nice piece of, what's it called, marble, which is sitting over there. But I have a whole idea of what I'm going to be doing. So when I pull this out of the kiln, let's stroll over there and you could see. Oh, and the other thing that we uncovered when we pulled out the wine, you discover things. You discover all the things that you don't want to discover. All right, we're at 441. I think these are good. So let me go to the kiln cam. Oversharing on the kiln cam. There we are, kiln cam. We're going to pull you out. You've had plenty of time. Plenty. All right. Beautiful. You're going to cool. Let's walk over. Let me get my head in there. Here we go. We're walking over. Can we walk over? Here we are. Yes. So this was, you can see, well, here is our beautiful, you can see how lovely this area was. Remember? Oh, and there's the wine. I actually unplugged the wine thing because it doesn't even keep water bottles cool. So I was like, I don't want to pay for the thing. But here, this used to be our wine cabinet. But here, yes, this is We had to tear it out to get access because they built this wine cabinet totally blocking the main water line. And when we pulled it out, we also discovered, oh, look, there's our main, clean out thing for the, whatever it's called, for the, the toilets. The sewer line was also hidden by this thing. So I've got, you can't really see, but it's just this empty thing. But you want to see what my plan is. I'm going to show you. My plan is, it's going to be a music room. It's not going to be anything to do with cloisonné enamel. I'm going to get it all fixed up, and I'm going to do it myself because honestly, we're out of money at this point. There's no more money to spend. But check it out. Check it out. Everything's cooling. So, sound things on the walls, me playing my clarinet like I do. Not on Twitch though. So don't you think that's going to be really cute? I think it's going to be great. So let's go see if let's go back to the main thread. Let's see. Now that I have over triple shared. There we go. I bet those are good. Let's have them come over here and have a look. I should have pulled them off. There we go. Sorry, this little mat thing is stuck. So we've got, here we go. So we've got our little pieces. And we're going to go back to, that is lovely. Yeah, it's going to be the music room. It's totally going to, someone says, oh cool, it's like a tiny studio. It's going to be the music room. Just because. Now let's go to the workbench. Interesting. I'm going to take a moment to put a couple things away. Let me just, we're done with that. And get that out of the way. You just have no idea the amount of working around the cameras that has to go. Let's back off. All right, so we don't need this. Everything's cooling, so we're just kind of cooling our own heels. So we'll put this, got that. I am going to clean. If you're interested, these are the nibs that I'm using, 102. I think you buy them by the 5 or the 10. All right, so that can get put away. That is done. And this is done. We don't need. Now we're going to go back to sifting. So let me bring my sifting station back online. In fact, I'm going to do that. And where is, oh good, I did not remember our glue. And I'm going to clean that so we are ready to sift. And don't forget, wear your mask. Are the trivets made from a specific I do have a lot. I used to teach in my studio, and so I like to have a lot of trivets. Do you think I have a lot of, hold on, did you see these trivets? I got like trivets. Actually that's not even all the trivets, there's more in this drawer, whatever. They're just steel, just regular steel, stainless steel. I don't really know exactly what kind of steel they are, but nothing special. And honestly, I kind of use the same 8 trivets over and over and over again these days. But when you need that special trivet, you need to know that it's there. All right, so we're ready for that. Let's go ahead and see if, okay, yeah, maybe a little warm. So we've got these guys, and they are moderately cool. And we're going to start Let me get, that's fine. Okay. So, are they? Oh, they're stuck to the turtle. Speaking of. All right, so we've got these little guys, and they have, ow, they're still hot. They have been fired, and they're still just a little bit hot. But what we need to do is we need to get a coat of enamel to seal in this beautiful little decoration. Oh, no, that's right, because we're going to do a textured foil on top of there. So if I was going to do a hand-done texture, I would do that right now, but I'm not. I am not. So let's just do these. Am I wearing the correct glasses? I am not. Do you oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes. Anytime you're using a clear enamel, you do need to pre-sift it if you don't want it to be cloudy. So let's just get painting right over. There we go. So just have a little bit. That should be enough. Set you over there. It's fine. And we're gonna get these. You know, it's so funny. You never remember. I was like, oh, we're definitely. I haven't even gotten to putting the wires on, gluing the wires on those. And I was literally like, oh, I'll probably get to the color. No, not today. There we go. It's because I can't. Well, I mean, there is a little bit of downtime, and also I tend to blab a lot. But there's just everything in its own time. There we go. All right, so these are going to dry. You can see we've got a nice sifting on those, and then these. There we go. Where did I put that? No, just. Sorry, you only get one chance with this, so you might as well do it right. Take a moment. Long, skinny pieces do tend to curl up. Okay, two. So many little compartments, cloisons. All right. That should be good. All right. You can hang out right there. And then these little guys. I'm going to actually not put, it doesn't matter. It's going to be black. So, honestly. Using my brush to make sure these are pressed down. So tiny. So tiny. There we go. Just a dusting. Just a dusting. One more. Use my fingers, your fingers. But yeah, I have to figure out how to, I gotta make a, because we need to keep, yeah, I'm just, home ownership. Oh my goodness. We need to be in, like, we were joking, because I'm not very handy. I mean, I think I am I do the traditional, like, I do the stuff that needs to get done in the yard, and if there is a handy thing that I could do, I do it. But we need to be in a throuple with a handy person just to get all these home stuff done. There we are. Beautiful. Lovely. All right, so, all right, we're going to let these dry. Let me see. I got them under the heat lamp. Here. You can go right there. This, will we need more of it? Maybe. Yes, because we're going to, so I'm going to save. This will last until tomorrow or later this afternoon. And what I like to do is have a look. Make sure there's no little boogers in there. That looks good enough. There we go. Yep. Are we ready? Yeah. I just want to give them just another moment to dry, because this is the most unequivocably the most important firing of the whole thing. Because if this layer is cloudy, yellow, and blocky, it's just going to reflect all the way through. So we want this layer to be perfect, so we're going to let it dry. Let's let it dry a little bit more. And that is, we're going to fire these. Actually, I guess I can fire them my own time. So what's the next step, which is not going to happen on camera, because I'm about to sign out for the day. We've got, if you missed the beginning, these are it's not even that many wires. We've got a combination of 24 karat gold wire and some silver wires. And obviously it's going to, it's a Tudor rose, so it's going to have the white petals and then the ruby red petals and then these little green nibbles there. And after I fire that, I will glue these in place and fire those, and then we would get to the color, which is the very, very exciting part. So maybe I'll save these and we'll do these, well, I might do them before next Friday. So, want to get them in the Etsy store and pay for the bathroom. So many regrets. So, yes, all right, we're done. I'm going to go to the selfie cam and, I'll put these in. No, I'm going to let them dry for like 2 more minutes. Going to let them dry because this is the one area where I'm always rushing, and I've never regretted waiting to put something in the kiln, but I have many, many a times rued my impatience. So just going to take my time. So I'm going to call that a day, everybody. So have a wonderful weekend, and I hope you're out doing something beautiful and spring-like. And if you're in the path of, what is it called, for the eclipse on Monday, which we are, enjoy the eclipse. That will be very exciting, I'm assuming. And yeah, now I'm just blabbing now. So goodbye, everybody. And thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe and blah, 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 blah. Follow me on all the social medias. And email me if you have any questions. That is also something to be done. All right, I'm really stopping now.